start recording.
More dancing, more singing.
More dancing and singing, yes. Which you can view on our Ustream.
Yes, yes, you can.
I don't know if Calvin knows that, but we're actually streaming today's episode.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that. So you could have been watching us the whole time in there. That's crazy.
This is crazy.
This
I'm not sure how I feel about this. Wasn't prepared for a camera. Dang it, guys.
But for those of you, which I don't know if you, I mean, if you listen to WUSC long enough, I guess you would know, but maybe not, because I was doing the numbers for somebody, because anytime I meet somebody and I tell them I do the radio, they're like, oh, do you know so and so? They're also a DJ, and then so finally one day when I was just contemplating life, I guess, I was like, I wonder how many DJs we really have. So I kind of like was adding up the numbers in my head, and it's well over 100. If you have to fill 24 hours, and even if, say, I think from 2 to 6, so that's 4 hours, so 2 a day, so that's 14 slots I pulled out in my head. And the rest I did if we had DJs that, because it's pretty much full, right?
Yeah, our schedule's pretty much full, and it's important to remember that some people share their shows with co-hosts. We have DJs who don't have shows.
So at a minimum, maybe
we have about
120
DJs, actually, is the last estimate that I got. So
that's a lot of people.
Have a lot of people coming through this room.
And you know most of them, I assume, or at least have talked to them, or have made contact on paper with them as program director.
That's pretty accurate.
Calvin is the current program director. That's the right title.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and so uncontested, right?
You're the guy that everybody sucks up to for a good spot.
Travis Bird ran for program director last year.
Okay, and now
so
station
it was a fight
manager.
to the death between us.
Station manager, was that uncontested?
That was.
Okay, cool. So got that with a slight margin,
just barely over the line, but.
No. But I assume,
it's a tough battle.
I assume they still, I mean, you're easily qualifiable. I couldn't think of the word there. But yeah, so that's exciting. So, sorry, my headphones are messing with me today. Yeah, so let's just talk about you. Tell us a little about you. For those of you who don't know, like I said, I mean, I guess I just made the opposite point of what I was trying to make earlier, but I guess even if you listen long enough, you might not still know Calvin. So now you know who does all the programming and who will be in charge next year, so this is the guy you want to look up to if you need stuff on the radio later, pretty much.
All right, well, that's a good introduction.
You know, I'm trying.
But
yeah, so just tell us about you. Where are you from?
I'm from Irmo, which is like 30 minutes out from here. Not too far away.
Just across the river.
Yeah, it is across the river,
miles.
actually. Yeah, you know. Just long enough so that you don't have to see the family as often as they want you to see them. You can say, oh, it's so far away.
Exactly.
I don't have the money for gas. I have homework. I just can't see you this weekend. Why don't you come here for Moe's Monday? Buy collard
come here and then, buy me the, it's a discount, Mom. So yeah.
That's how I pitch it to him, exactly like that.
Awesome. Cool. So, why'd you come to USC? And why radio? And why? What's your major?
Why everything?
I'm throwing you all these questions.
Why everything?
Shotgun.
What is the meaning of life?
It's a shotgun interview. I'm not giving you a chance to respond. I'm just going to make fun of all your short answers before you can.
Okay. I like how this is going. This is going to be great. But basically I came to USC because of the College of Journalism. I'm no longer a journalism major, but they offered me scholarships to begin with, which is important.
That is important.
I was involved with journalism at my high school. I was editor-in-chief of our literary magazine, assignments editor for our newspaper, and we did a lot of work with the journalism school here. They run programs like the South Carolina Scholastic Press Association and the Southern Interscholastic Press Association are run out of USC, and we did a lot of work with them, and so that's ultimately kind of what drew me here.
Cool. So what's your major now?
Right now my major is creative writing and geography. We'll see how that pans out. Okay. This is very directly related to radio, obviously.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But, just enough to keep things interesting, Yeah. I came to WUSC mostly because after high school, I was burnt out of print. I mean, for a literary magazine, it's the same deal there, kind of like what Blake's going through. I was staying in my high school till like 10 o'clock at night working on things, and that's that's just wrong.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of burnt out from print journalism after that, and figured, hey, why don't I try something else? And WSC is kind of where I landed.
Nice. Yeah, it's a nice break from, I mean, there's, especially if it's a music show or if you're actually DJing versus talking like us. It's a lot more relaxed. I know last semester, after doing video all week, just being able to take a break and not worry about like how things look. Now we're doing that all over again. So
now you've ruined that part of the job.
yeah, I've ruined the enjoyment out of it. It's all over now. Cool. So yeah. So what? Do you have any big, crazy plans you're looking at for next year? Can we expect any like crazy, more end of the world parties? Because I mean.
Well, you should always expect more end of the world parties. I mean, that's kind of what we do as
human nature
WUSC.
and WUSC.
Especially in 2012.
Exactly. It wouldn't be right if we didn't have an apocalypse party. But nothing's set in stone yet, obviously. I mean, I've had the appointment for about, a week now? So,
yeah,
there's still time to make these things happen. But we're looking at shuffling around responsibilities a little bit in WUSC, and so, like, in terms of, like, just our basic general shows, like, oh, we're having a show at New Brooklyn Tavern or whatever, we're looking to take those out of our public affairs office so that they can throw more energy at our really big events like the zombie walk or our dance parties or whatever. So expect those to be on kind of a grander scale than they have been before.
Sweet. That'll be exciting. I know the zombie walk's always a big success, so if it's even grander, then the whole
Hold on to your hats, boys and girls.
The whole city might become undead.
It very well might.
That'd be awesome.
That's kind of the vague general thing that I have right now. I don't want to commit to anything too much right now, because then it'll just fall apart, and then I'll look dumb. Don't want to start out like that.
Come on, you've been there for a week. You have to have everything planned.
That's 1 week less you have to plan anything. I have all summer.
Dragging you. That's awesome.
Yeah. I feel like that's about it. Is there anything you want to say? Anything to our 8 a.m. listeners?
To our
When's
8
your
a.m. listeners. My show is Fridays 2 to 4 p.m. I go on right before the Columbia Beat, which is, if you don't listen to me, you should tune into them. They have live sets every week, every day.
Mike and Josh. I talk to them up all the time. They're hilarious.
They're hilarious. They're great. They're actually, they're the people who taught you how to use most of this fancy technology.
Pretty much, yeah.
They're the ones who taught me too. They're a mainstay here.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I guess just.
What do you play? Is it free format?
Mine is kind of specialty. Basically, it's a game of alphabet soup every day. I go through our library and pick sets by the letter that they're filed under, just to explore like what we have here in the WUSC library. Awesome. And so it's kind of a random mix, but that's the focus.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it's really funny. A DJ I know that is not an alumni DJ, Kevin Oliver, if you guys know about the Free Times or anything out there. He writes for them, but that's what I talked to him about, like, I was having trouble, like, I don't know, so much music to pick, and he's like, well, first he made a joke about how young I am. He's like, back when we only had records. It's like, all right, Kevin, I understand what a record is. But that's what he would do, just go through each letter, pull it out, play it. And so that's what, a lot of last semester, I did that, and then I would also do, like, theme shows. I mean, those are fun, though, because then you get to, like you said, explore,
kind of get
find
just
more
to
stuff.
Explore and see what we have, because there's a lot in there.
Yeah. I feel like, man, it'd be a lot to take it in there. I wish we could get like a satellite shot into the room and show people how big our library is. Maybe I'll film it and then put it up or something, because it really is massive.
The mecca of music.
Yeah,
basically.
It's awesome.
I mean, we have tours up here sometimes and jaws just drop.
That's the first thing. Anytime I bring, do you remember that? I feel like I brought you up here. And I should.
You did.
If I bring people up here to show them where I sleep/live/work, in that order, then that's when I'm like, oh, let me show you this. This is awesome. So, if you ever get a chance to come up here, I'm sure any of us would be more than happy to show you the awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why WUSC exists. We're here for the Columbia and USC community. So if you want to get involved or check out what we're doing, just come on up. We're ready to talk and ready to provide an outlet for your voice too. And Pauly C here definitely does that with his show.
I try.
Woke up early for this. It was good. It was good though. I really enjoyed who was it? Connor?
Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
spoken word guy you had earlier?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
that was jam up, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll get another email, because you're the one who got the email last time about Mick,
Mm-hmm.
the other guy we had before, so hopefully we'll get another email about that.
All right.
I mean, it's probably already online. I'll have to check, but it's probably already on YouTube, so if you want to promote
Awesome.
that, throw it on WUSC's page.
I'll see what I can do for you.
All right, sweet.
Talking business. All right.
Yeah. Awesome. So, if you have any, I mean, we're looking for underwriting and stuff. So if you work for a company that wants to underwrite or anything, WSC,
Companies, events.
this is the guy you're gonna contact, at some point, or one of his
Underlings,
inferiors,
minions.
underlings. That's the word I was actually looking for. So
Oh.
we're a fun group up here, but we love to pick at each other. So thank you for coming up and for being up early. We'll have SGTV's station manager up next, the one that Chance and I worked for. Our first love that we're now having an affair with WSC over. If you like that metaphor at all. No?
I'm just gonna abstain from commenting.
So so we'll have Sam up here and we'll talk to him about what's going on. Thank you again, Calvin.
Thank you, Calvin.
Look forward to next year. Hopefully I won't rack up too many points.
I think
'Cause
you'll
I
do
say a
all right,
lot,
man.
so.
I think you'll do all right.
Alright, well we'll take some music and then I'm sure Sam will be up here soon. If not, I feel like he's outside of here.
Yep, he's right outside.
Alright, so it'll be in no time. We'll just play one song and then we'll have him in. So stay tuned. This is What Chance?
This is Bury It Down Low by RX Bandits.
Keep listening. This is Pauly and AWOWW on WSC.
Again, good.
Going.
What up? Perfect timing.